From the beautiful campus of Casper College, it's the T-Birds Coaches Show, bringing you game breakdowns, expert analysis, and exclusive interviews. Here's your host, Tom Myler.
Hello, T-Bird fans, and welcome back to another great episode of our Coaches Show. Back with me again is Coach Hammond Bennett over the women's soccer team. Coach Hammond Bennett, it's great to have you back.
Yeah, thanks.
It's been a while, but we definitely missed you.
Well, I haven't been hiding, but I'm here.
Well, conflict of schedule, but here we are. I guess if you weren't hiding, we still managed to find you. All we had to do was invite you in, and we managed to work things out.
Very good.
But we have a great conversation this week. We got a conversation about last week. We're not going to cover too much stuff that we missed, but we are going to talk about this last weekend, a tie and a win, which we definitely love wins, ties. Yeah, we always look about what can be improved, and then of course another big region game this week. So Let's get started. The good, the bad, and what can be improved on, starting with Western Nebraska.
Unlucky, I guess is the way to say it. I mean, we had 33 shots to their 2, and just sometimes it happens, just not seeing the back corners of the goal very well. Western Nebraska is a scrappy team. They play hard. We controlled most of it. They got a free kick to count for one of their shots, a deflection off of that, and right to a girl who's able to put it in. They actually had the lead. 10 minutes later, we then tied it up, and again, just missed too many opportunities. It's one of those things when it comes to goal scoring, and we talk about it, you got to have an attitude about goal scoring, and you have to have that vision beyond the goalkeeper. Can I see the corners, and can I simply make a pass into the back of the goal? Sometimes you get up there, overhit it, try to, doesn't matter if it's 50 miles an hour, it still only counts as one, so just be accurate. So it was a bit unlucky in that game, but we were glad that in that game, even though we were down, we kept fighting. Tough conditions on a field that was, the grass was a little thick, a little long, and so it made the play a little tougher. And so we managed the tie, but we certainly weren't thrilled with that.
Right, and it's something that we've learned in soccer that, you can watch the game and be like, man, that team is definitely in control, like they're winning, but then the scoreboard shows something different just because of one opportunity that, or one mistake that it got let in.
Yeah, we've had 3 games this year that ended up in ties, all games that were winnable. We've made some adjustments on how we are attacking, and we're getting more opportunities because of that. Now the next step is, hey, we got to be a little bit more calm when it comes to finishing that shot, and it's coming. Had some injuries that's kind of set us back a little bit too. Kind of moving some players around a little bit, subbing a little bit more than what we typically do, and that can affect some things as well. But I think overall we're getting there.
Yeah, I'm definitely not concerned about you subbing in more, because I've seen your players play, and you sub someone in, and the level of play does not drop.
Right, and that's what we like. Sometimes again, there's an adjustment with the player coming in, kind of getting in the flow, but overall, yeah, we like it with our groups that are coming in, that we don't have, like you said, a drop off, or okay, let's just hold on for a few minutes until the other kids can get back in. So it's been good for us.
Right. So what would you say would probably be your favorite moment from the Western Nebraska game?
Just kept fighting. We just it was a little bit tougher condition field on the road. It wasn't our cleanest game, but we controlled it, and we learned. Those are all valuable things when you're in that. And the girls were upset at themselves at the end of the game. And so we actually kind of felt really good and anxious to see, all right, how are they going to respond the next day against Laramie County and in a step up in competition.
Well, and responded they did for sure, because, that next game, 2-0 win over LCCC always fields a very tough team. So I feel like, hey, they were upset with themselves. They recognized, hey, this is what we can do better, and they definitely accomplished that.
Yeah, we really played really good. And, we had the game plan going into that was, okay, we just played an emotional game because of the tie. And so we had sat the players down and said, we're gonna sub a little different. but overall, we weren't going to change the way everybody played. Just the subbing was going to be a little bit different, with the goal being that, hey, at the end of the half, if it's zeros, we're fine. If we're up, great, but we didn't want to be behind. 0-0 at half, second half, about 12 minutes into it, we were able to, Macy Sickler was able to score. A few minutes later from that, Amberlyn Hill scores a great goal from about 25 yards out, hit upper corner, pings to the other side, and
sounds very nice.
And that secured, and we were able to possess the ball really well. Played really good and handled a team that's very physical, very very direct, and challenges you in a lot of ways that you don't see all the time. So very very pleased, with that win against a team we had never beaten up there at Laramie. So it was good. They'd never beaten us here in Casper either. So, that's a really really good win. Yeah, so.
It always feels good, especially against a tough LCCC team. I think. Well, let me back up here. So, you mentioned that you handled the game well. That the possession was nice. I know at the beginning of the season that was kind of an issue at the beginning where they get the ball and then just kind of quickly pass it away, and a lot of time end up with the other team. So you can really see just from that, and you just comment, hey, you've seen a lot of growth already just in these last couple weeks.
Right. In the beginning of the year, our possession was good, but it was unproductive possession. We'd kind of possess it in the middle of the field, but we weren't making it dangerous, getting the ball into the box, into the 18 to get some scoring opportunities. And so what we're trying to get them to see is, hey, possession's great. It'd make the other team run a little bit, but at some point you got to make it dangerous. We got to get that ball in the box to produce shots. And so our shots at the beginning of the year might have been averaging 10 a game. I think we're probably more averaging 18 to 20. You throw out the one game against Trinidad as kind of the anomaly. You end up with 60 shots in that game. So that you throw that out, but the other ones that average has come up, and what you see, and what we've told them is, hey, when we're getting 15, 16, 20 shots a game, that's 2-3 goals a game, and that typically is winning the game. And we're not giving up very many, so that's a good combination.
Yeah, I tell you what, Emily Finlinson has done a great job as goalkeeper. I think it was against Otero, maybe. Yeah, I think Otero or even Trinidad, where she had it was a PK for the other team. Great save. Yeah. So she's definitely, I feel like, one of those leaders on the team that does a great job.
She does. Again, works hard, good communicator. All of our players are finding that spot, how they talk, how they communicate, and everybody's getting used to how they move. We have 15 new players, and so that's with a bunch of them getting major minutes or even starting, and so just getting everybody used to it and just simply on the same page. Again, for us, an overall philosophy is it's about time, playing time, practice time, how often they're around each other. Familiarity in a game like soccer to us is big, and the more they're around it, the better they get.
Yeah, absolutely right. Practice makes perfect, but perfect practice makes perfect. So exciting stuff to hear. We got growth. We're winning games. A little bit of a mixed, or I guess kind of a disappointing result with Western Nebraska, but not necessarily the end of the world. No. You learned from it, responded well. Western Wyoming. Right. You're going to head down there, 4-hour bus ride. Friday. Yeah. Tell us a little about what can we expect.
Tough game, tough team. They started off the year. It looked like they were having a few hiccups, but they beat LCCC by the same score. They're a dangerous team. They're a physical team. They're fast. We got a bunch of good players, a lot of players that we know of out of Utah that we've either seen or even maybe had recruited a little bit. It's in reality it's for first place in the league. Whoever wins that game would be in first place with that team. If they win out their games, they would secure home team or home field. So it's going to be a tough game. And you play on a turf field, a field that's a little bit smaller than a lot of the teams in the league. So that presents another bit of a challenge. Our players actually play better on a faster surface. We have a good touch team. So when the ball doesn't hit a random bump on the field on a natural surface compared to turf, that has helped us. So we look forward to it. It'll be a good game. 5 o'clock at night, which is a little bit of a strange time. But yeah, I got to drive up there, and that's another factor. So we try to take the day on the way there and not have the kids sleeping too much and stopping and relaxing, getting some lunch, but looking forward to a good game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we all too are looking forward to a good game. And before we end, I just wanted to point out and make sure to let people know just how amazing of a coach you are. I believe it's Iowa Western, if I'm correct, right?
Correct.
That has inducted you into their Hall of Fame. So just to let you know, Tiber fans, our coach, Ammon Bennett, is kind of a big deal. So if you haven't heard of him, well, he's a big deal. He's being inducted. And we did a nice little video here.
You did. I appreciate that. Thank you.
We understand that, yes, you're an amazing coach, but it definitely is the players that make you such an amazing coach.
Yeah, it's nice to receive an accolade and award, but when we did the video, it's the players that, for me, that, no matter what I know, you get good players and they make you look good. So,
I mean, you're not wrong on that one. And, just now you've got a winning record. You're doing well in the region. I think we'll keep you around a little bit longer.
Well,
how does that sound?
Appreciate it.
All right. Well, thanks, Coach. And T-Bird fans, there should hopefully be a live stream to watch it live.
I believe there will be for Western.
Yep.
There should be. It's on there. You go to their site under Fan Zone, and it should say On Demand. I think it's on there.
Oh.
So.
Good. And if not, hopefully you're subscribed to our sports emails, because that will be attached if there is a live stream. Hopefully you can be online and supporting them. And if not, well, the following week we're in town, and we're definitely going to have some more region action, and we hope to see you then. So we will see you next time.
Thanks.